started off like any other day in tech, but by the time you finish watching this, you'll realize the future is barreling toward us faster than ever. What if I told you that in just 24 hours, we've seen artificial intelligence reshaping agriculture for millions, governments scrambling to control misinformation unleashed by AI, chip makers racing to keep up, and clinical trials becoming smarter, faster, more responsive, all in parallel? That's not just progress, that's disruption. Let's dive in. Google Research has just rolled out something huge for farmers in India. 38 million farmers are now getting advanced weather prediction signals powered by an AI model called Neural GCM. What makes this special is the hybrid nature of the model. It combines the traditional physics-based weather modeling, which has always anchored meteorology, with machine learning trained on decades of historical climate data. The goal: better monsoon onset forecasts, more precise, more reliable. For farmers who depend on planting at just the right time, delayed rains or unpredictable monsoon arrival can mean crop failures, income loss, food insecurity. With this tool, those risks shrink, but there's a catch. Better predictions won't automatically mean better outcomes unless agricultural infrastructure, access to markets, and dissemination channels are in place. Still, this is one of the clearest examples yet of AI helping at massive scale in a way that directly touches livelihood. Blog.google. Meanwhile, in clinical trials, a new collaboration between LabConnect and OmniScience is pushing forward what real-time oversight means. They are delivering an agentic AI solution called VivoLab for lab data from trials. Instead of labs sending static reports, this system will unify fragmented lab datasets, monitor them live, surface risk signals, anomalies, discrepancies across trial sites, and make the entire process more proactive rather than reactive. In drug development, delays are expensive, safety is paramount, and unspotted problems can lead to failures or worse. By giving researchers a real-time control tower view over lab data, AI is speeding up decisions, improving efficiency, and potentially saving time and money, and ultimately improving patient outcomes. PR Newswire. On the policy front, there's growing alarm over AI being weaponized in the information space. A parliamentary panel has recommended that regulation and legal tools be strengthened to combat the misuse of AI for fake news. They propose not just tech tools to detect disinformation, but also stricter legislative frameworks so that people or organizations using AI to mislead the public can be held accountable. The thought is that without policy catching up to capability, we risk a future where AI-amplified lies aren't just part of elections, but embedded in daily media consumption. This raises tough questions. Who decides what's fake and what's truth? How do you prevent overreach by governments that might suppress dissent under the guise of fake content? The balance between free speech and public harm is getting harder to maintain. The Economic Times, in the world of hardware and foundational AI tech, Samsung has kicked off its AI Forum 2025 in Korea. Scholars and industry veterans like Yoshua Bengio and Stefano Erman are speaking, and the themes are becoming more urgent. AI, semiconductors, vertical AI strategies, that is, tailoring AI to specific industries or use cases rather than one-size-fits-all. Agentic AI, autonomous systems that make decisions without constant human oversight, and more emphasis on safety and factuality. A striking reveal: Samsung is highlighting a scientist AI model focused on ensuring truthfulness over pleasing human expectations, an explicit response to concerns about hallucinations, misleading output, or AI being optimized to replicate what users want to hear, rather than what is correct. The tech buzz banks and financial institutions are also getting a boost from AI's ability in fraud detection. A trial by Swift, the global financial messaging service, suggests that AI models, especially when combined with cross-border collaboration, are doing a far better job at spotting scams earlier. Faster detection, more precise attribution, fewer false positives. In a world where money moves instantaneously and deceit can travel across borders faster than ever, this kind of capability isn't just nice to have, it's foundational. But there's always the flip side: privacy, false accusations, and the arms race with fraud actors who will also use AI. FinTech Global. Another big picture item: AI agents are not just a futuristic concept. They are being woven into enterprise workflows in many sectors. A new report from Research and Markets lays out real-world case studies showing how agentic AI agents which can act, reason, make decisions in limited domains, is transforming business operations across 20 subcategories. Whether it's automating customer service tasks, optimizing supply chains, detecting anomalies in data, or automating document workflows, there is funding flowing, innovations being adopted, and trade-offs being negotiated. Autonomy versus oversight, efficiency versus safety, cost versus reliability. Globe Newswire. Finally, there's an event to keep an eye on. Amazon has announced its fall hardware event for September 30th, 2025 in New York City. Invitations hint new Kindle devices, possibly a color Kindle Scribe, updated Echo devices, and Fire TV gadgets. What's interesting is that this may be the first broad hardware lineup under Panos Panay, who now leads Amazon's Devices and Services division after arriving from Microsoft. If Amazon is betting hardware under Panay's leadership, expect more polish, more integration, perhaps more AI built in at the device level. This isn't just about specs, it's about how AI becomes ambient, embedded in what we use. The Verge putting all of this together, a few themes stand out. 1. AI is increasingly being deployed in real-world, high-stakes systems. Agriculture, drug trials, finance. 2. There is a strong counter-movement. Policy, safety, truth, regulation. The race is not just technical performance, but trust, accuracy, and societal impact. 3. Autonomy in AI agents is no longer a thought experiment. It is being actively researched, presented, and partially deployed. But as autonomy increases, so does the risk of misalignment, misuse, or unexpected behavior. 4. Capacity and infrastructure remain critical. Semiconductors, real-time data pipelines, reliable forecasting, coherent regulation. To wrap up, what happened today isn't just more stories to fill the scroll. It's a snapshot of multiple fronts where the future is being built. How AI can help farmers plant better. How it can catch problems in trials before they derail medicine. How businesses are rethinking workflows with autonomous agents. How hardware companies are re-architecting foundations, and how societies are trying to keep pace with the risks. If you follow only one takeaway, let it be this. AI is no longer only about what's possible. It's about what's responsible, what's sustainable, and what's truthful. The choices we make now will reverberate for decades. Thanks for watching. If you want deeper dives into any of these stories, for example, Neural GCM's architecture or the Samsung Scientist AI research or ethical frameworks for AI regulation, drop a comment. I'll pull in the sources, the controversies, and the behind the scenes. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning.